welcome to the Elite Mob podcast. My name is Mob Miz. We're waiting on the co-host Took Timbo. He'll be pulling up soon. Bear with me 1 second while I get this link out, and then we'll get started as soon as he gets here. Oh wait, there he is.
What are we drinking in the venue tonight, boys? What the fuck is up with this Dynamite? It fucking sucked ass. Fucking Mark. Invite me to the after party, damn it. Who drinks water?
Wait,
Not
is
me.
that
Who drinks?
is that Tuck? Is that Tuck over there? Who's that?
No, my name's JD, and I'm not from New York. What we drinking tonight? Shirley
I don't
Temple's
know.
like me? Hell yeah. Enough
Jesus
of that
Christ.
bullshit.
That's a viral moment right there. Welcome to the party, Tuck. How you been,
What's
my
up, bro?
brother?
Pretty damn good, man. Got my ex been popping the past couple of days, so pretty happy about that. So
Hell yeah.
then
I know you have some thoughts about the Dynamite yesterday. We're
yeah,
gonna
all jokes
let me
aside, I mean, I'm
yeah,
not gonna go all JD or nothing, but it might have
yeah.
just. I want to go off and say this. It might have just been my mood last night because I've heard a lot of people really talk positive about this episode, but for me, it just wasn't hitting like it normally does for me. So
I
I'm
hear
just
you on
gonna
that.
give it maybe a couple critiques, but I'm not gonna be like an unfair asshole and like some people do.
I hear you on
So
that. Now
uh,
I got a link, I'm sharing it right now. I heard everything you said, not ignoring you. My fault, bro. Just trying
no,
to
you
get the
good.
link out. But yeah, I feel like I was so tired. I tapped out halfway through. I ended up watching the rest of it. It was a pretty good episode. I think people may have enjoyed a lot of it, maybe a little bit
Yeah,
more than me, because I heard some people saying it was better than Forbidden Door. That I'm not
yeah.
going that far, not even
I
close
wouldn't
to
either.
that.
Uh,
Yeah, but I I,
the
I
main
respect.
event, yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, I
Go
didn't
ahead.
mean to cut you off, but the main event is kind of what saved it for me. Uh,
I-
yeah, there's just a couple of things like I wouldn't really change a whole lot. I guess I think I would change like some of the way things happen, like the timetable, kind of
Yeah,
switch some stuff around during the show. I think it would have flowed a lot better, but I think I do want to say this. I think it was a missed opportunity to start the show out with Wardlow and Don Callis. Hear like Wardlow's music hit and have Don Callis, come talk on a mic like he did, but not like halfway through the show. I think they should have started with it like that. Now, I I mean, I'm not saying like the opening we got was terrible,
yeah,
but it would have made more sense, I think, if we did start out with Wardlow. So, I mean, because Edge and Christian, that was a cool segment. I loved it.
yeah,
Um, they are doing that good cop, bad cop, like you were saying, Michael, and it
yeah,
works, man. It
yeah.
definitely works. So, I would have just changed some stuff up, but we'll get to my rating and stuff later on. But yeah,
Yeah, and I agree with the Wardlow. Just Wardlow's. I feel like he's got to be huge, especially coming off the Gladiators and just missed opportunities in the past.
right.
And he came back. That was great, but he
Yeah,
can't just be another guy in the Callis family. So I feel
no,
like he needed like at least like 10 minutes to speak his piece, where he been, what he's been doing, what his thoughts are, maybe
yeah,
what he wants to do with the Callis family. I feel like they did miss an opportunity with, presenting him as more of a big deal. Maybe they
yeah,
do it later, but they
yeah.
did miss opportunity.
They kind of do need some explaining or something,
Yeah,
Um, make it a cool story or something. Hey,
yeah.
I was gone for this amount of time. This is why. Like, come on, do something with it.
Yeah, and
But
and I
yeah,
feel like
he can just be a background character, man. He needs to be like competing for the world title and stuff.
I think they did plant some seeds
They
that
did. I think they did.
maybe he
Yeah,
might be the one that Callis might have going for the world title, but
yeah,
I guess maybe a little bit longer term storytelling. But I agree. I would have loved to see him come let us know, And on top of that, he's Mr. Mayhem. Like it just
yeah,
worked in the 2300. So I feel like giving
yeah.
him a couple of minutes to just kind of unleash would it worked for me if he would have did it.
Right. Yeah. Or that, or he should have showed up during that spot when the Don Callis family was jumping. Hangman. Wardlow should have been in. I know Kenny came out, which is
Yeah,
awesome. I always love seeing Kenny, but I think in that Wardlow should have came out during that time too, and just like laid Hangman and Omega and Jet Speed all out, like
yeah,
or tried to at least. Like it, you got this monster guy here who's got all the potential in the world to be your world heavyweight champion, and you got to get him right. You got to make him dangerous looking and stuff. And I think that was another little missed opportunity they could have had. So
I think I mean, I guess what I would probably do, unless you want the Callis family to literally just be like unstoppable, and you're really gonna do like some world civil war type thing,
yeah,
three cages of madness with the Callis family versus basically the rest of the AEW roster, because he got a lot of them. So but I guess what I would like to see happen, I'm not a fan of Okada with the Callis family personally.
I'm not either.
And Takeshita looks like he's on his way out, and
Right.
we could touch
I
a
do
little.
like that though. I like Takesha going out on his own, and
Yeah,
because he's another one. I'd put him probably just a little bit above Wardlow when it comes to like big heel, type character, and it
yeah,
it'd be cool to see him go for the world title maybe a couple times too.
yeah.
And
I
then
think.
maybe a year half from now, he finally does get it, but that's
Yeah,
how I kinda would've booked him
I
myself.
I agree. I think they put him with Callis to make him big, and I think he's already outlived the group. I think he's big. He won the G1. You could put the title, whatever title you want on him. You know who Takeshita is now, so I think he's outlived the group, and the group's done what it was supposed to do for him. So that's probably why we're getting towards the moving on with that. But I would like to see Takeshita and Okada keep arguing, and eventually Wardlow just attack both of them and just kick them both out
Oh,
the
yeah.
group and just send them on
Yeah.
singles runs and have Wardlow be because right now it's kind of hard to make him the big deal with them there. So I
Yeah.
feel like if you get them out the group, he could be the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alexander be the
Mm.
two.
Yeah, Alexander, I'm glad he actually we'll talk more about his match, I guess, or we can start with that. But he finally got the pin, man. So
Yep.
he won. I was kinda, getting a little ticked off there, him taking pins and losing,
Yeah.
but also at the same time, there's so many people that do deserve the wins too, and
Yep.
I yeah, but it's cool to see, Woods get that pin and that win for the Don Callis family. Because Josh Alexander's a badass wrestler too. So,
Yet the way I look at the Callis family is they're all solo stars that are eventually, most of them for the most part, will have championship runs, right?
oh yeah,
But it's like they can't all be just on islands right now because you have no definition or explanation, I should say, why they're
yeah,
not going for the titles. So at least you put them together and then you send them out the group one by one when it's their time, because they're too top heavy in AEW. Like, you got literally probably 30 guys you could put the AEW World Championship on, and that's crazy. So
yeah.
it's I'm sure it's hard when you got a lot of premier and top tier athletes that you
Oh
want to
yeah.
give title runs.
That's the only downside of having a roster this built.
Yeah,
So,
correct.
but all right, uh, let's start off. I guess we'll go back to the Edge and Christian thing. I mean, we
Yeah.
touched on it briefly, but do you have any opinions about it?
I like the dynamic of what they're doing. Cope takes the mic from him when he's about to, start talk about dads, and then he's like, you know what? Damn sickos, gives him the mic back.
Yeah,
Christian's still being Christian, so it's fire because excuse me, Copeland is better as a face, Christian is better as a heel. Neither one of them had to change to make
yeah.
this group work. So yeah, and it's different. So I enjoyed it. What was your thoughts?
Like I was saying earlier, I enjoyed it. And then oh, the actual um moment to where they started throwing fists and stuff, and the security got in there, that felt like a really big moment right there. And
Yeah, they
I mean, which it will be when the match does happen. So, but I liked every minute of it. I would have probably put it at a different part of the show, but that's here and there, really.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, Copeland was like, "All right, you guys are sickos. I get it." And then yeah,
yeah,
he hands that mic over. That was
yeah,
hilarious. But just keep that routine up. Let Christian be
yeah.
Christian. Let Copeland be Copeland, and have them work together. It works. So
Yeah, it does. I mean, I have no problem with it being, and it's something different. Like we haven't. I mean, we've had different dynamics with tag teams, but not really like a bad guy and a good guy that are best friends that can really
yeah,
act out this routine. So
yeah.
this is something a bit different.
The only team that comes close to that, I think, was the Adam Cole and MJF team up.
Yeah, but
But
they wasn't really friends. So
no,
that
the whole
yeah,
time they weren't. But I just, but I think that's the only thing that even comes remotely close though. But
I would agree.
this is completely different still. Because yeah, we don't really see a heel and a face together and make it work, right? Or I
Right.
guess that nobody's ever really tried either. I can't
Yeah.
think of. So
It also was funny when he tried to hug him and he kind of wouldn't hug him and then he just gave him the formal handshake. So
yeah,
the dynamic is doing it for me.
hell yeah. All right. Let's jump in. Let me pull up the card real quick, refresh my mind a little bit.
I
You
guess
got something you want to start off with?
yeah, I guess I'll throw something in. What did you think about that Darby Allen video package or video promo with the blood and the fire?
Yeah. Uh, my idiot self didn't. I read out, and then I was just like, I didn't even make the connection, and I was like, what does that mean? And then of course it says all out, and I'm like, God damn it,
Yeah,
how could I not know that? It's a dumb moment, I guess. But no, it's pretty cool, man. It's
yeah,
creepy, cool, very Darby Allen. So
yeah. Darby's a maniac.
yeah, he is.
He's definitely. I mean, he's. I don't know if he's human. Think he grew an airbag. So I don't know.
All right, hold on. Should have already had this pulled up, but I was
It's
too
alright.
focused on doing a funny skit.
It's alright.
Um, yeah, just bear with me, folks. Just trying to get a refresher real quick.
I'll pull up a few. I mean, I could just pull up a few
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Going. I know we ain't going in order. So,
right.
what did you think about the Mercedes promo with the 9 belts at table out? Did you expect someone to come out, or I mean, would you have left
Yeah,
it
I
like
was wanting. I think somebody should have came out. I mean, and Mercedes did mention about wrestling Alex Windsor again,
yeah?
so uh, maybe she couldn't make it. That
I think
I don't know.
she's probably with Will because you know he's probably getting
Right,
surgery in the UK if I had to guess.
exactly, something like that. I just don't think she was there that night at all.
Yeah,
But if she was, I would have done that. Yeah, have had her come out. But yeah, you
should
think
have had
it's
her
too
cut a.
soon for them to
Should have
go
had.
back at it, or what?
I was gonna say should have had Windsor cut a promo on the screen from
Oh
wherever she
yeah,
was
that
at.
too. Like a video package thing. Yeah, segment
Yeah.
that would have been good. But speaking of the women and Mercedes and all that, she did say something though too. Uh, she name dropped a wrestler that had 10 titles at once.
Ultimo Dragon.
Ultimo Dragon, that's right. And then she's like, I'm gonna smash that." So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah. So
I was
I
like,
would say she definitely gets more than 10. And
yeah.
sorry to cut you off, but yo, did you see what she started? I want to say I seen about 25 to 50 champions from small promotions tagging her today, showing them showing her their title. So I feel like she might end up being 35 belts Monet soon.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of promotions out there.
A
Yeah.
bunch of ladies was tagging her earlier,
So
showing her the titles.
she will forever be my favorite if she can get her hands on the Juggalo World Championship.
Not the Juggalo World
Oh
Champion.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. If she shows up on like one of their shows or something with like face paint maybe, and
Yeah,
I'd be like, Mercedes is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. She's up there, but that would just like solidify my opinion over too.
for sure,
Be a
for sure.
be the Juggalo champion, and you got me. But
Tag this.
yeah, I don't. I know you and I were talking about it yesterday about how far does she go? Like, does she get more, or does she start losing them?
Yeah,
But I think after that promo or that little segment, it looks like we're probably gonna get some more. So
yeah. I'm gonna
kind of
say
have to.
that. I'm gonna say that she probably has a lot more coming before she loses any.
You're right, exactly. But okay, let's go into the tag team match. We got Megan Bain, Penelope Ford versus Harley Cameron and Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
Before we get into the match, how do you feel about Harley Cameron and Chris Statlander together these past couple weeks?
I don't mind it. I don't expect it to last long because I fully
Yeah.
expect Stat to go heel soon. But I enjoy the dynamic. They've been having a lot of fun online. Their entrance was actually hilarious. I mean, has gotten. It seems like since she's came back from injury, she just seems like she's moving at a faster pace in the ring. She just seems like she got better after injury somehow, which is cool to see.
Yeah.
And I don't mind them together. Like I said, I think this is just kind of get Holly back on TV, get them something to do. Holly's a huge face.
Oh yeah.
Probably get Stat turning on her soon.
Yeah.
Get her some huge heat before she decides to move on.
So it sounds like they're probably the reason why they're teaming up right now because Harley Cameron is the ultimate baby face right now in the women's division, besides Tony Storm. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. But it'll be a big moment when Chris Statlander probably like clotheslines Harley Cameron in the ring or something after
yeah,
losing or something, and that starts Chris Statlander. I mean, she's going to be a Death Rider, right?
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of
You
where it's
see,
going.
Once Moxley took that, went and got her money, you know she's joining.
Hell yeah. So yeah, uh, but the match overall was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Uh, Megan Bain looked more terrifying,
yeah,
as a good competitor. Because she was a split up like Penelope tried to make sure she was back, but Megan Bain wasn't trying to hold back. Like she was trying to get after him still after the match,
yeah,
and like she looked like she was going to destroy him, and she made it believable like that. So I was really happy to see that.
yeah.
So
Bane and Stat are gonna have a feud that's gonna feed families eventually.
oh
We
yeah,
ain't there yet.
right, build them up some more. So I
Yeah.
guess we could see if Chris is turning heel, then I guess Megan Bain eventually will be a face. Then it looks like it.
I-
If we're doing the regular
It's
thing,
possible. It's
yeah,
possible. But then, I mean, we still gotta wait, assuming Camille comes back soon, because they got some
yeah,
heavy hitters. So it's like someone gotta be good, someone gotta be bad. I
right.
I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to see. I wanna
Camille,
hold
yeah,
on, I wanna see a few of them get in the ring. I wanna see a four-way, right?
okay,
Camille,
uh,
Bane, Statlander, and Bozilla. That's what I
man,
wanna see.
that'd be a heck of a match too.
That's what I wanna see.
Man, I don't want to. I feel bad calling women giants. I don't want to, but it'd be like Battle of the Goliaths. But
Yeah,
it'd be an awesome match. That's real fun to think about too.
it
Be
absolutely.
cool
I
to
mean,
see.
it's there. It's there in the cards if they want to put it together.
Yeah, they totally could. But anyway, going back to Camille, she's got to get her look back with Mercedes first.
Yes, she does.
'Cause- Yeah, because she was obviously taken out by Mercedes.
Yep.
That backstage segment we saw where she had like hunched over and stuff was the last time we've seen her. So
I still think she's probably the one to take the TBS title when that time comes, unless they're not backing her. But I feel like Tony spoke up for a few times to
yeah,
clarify she's still there. She did Gladiators. She's a big deal.
yeah,
So I mean. why not? Like, I feel
Yeah,
like I feel like they're counting down. I think it's maybe like 50 or 70, around 75-ish days for Mercedes to pass the Jade Cargill reign. I'm hoping that when it gets to about 30 days, we get the Camille return. We get
right.
a 30 to 35-day build up. She beats the record, but Camille's the next. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe Camille takes it the day before she beats the record. Like,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that'd be
I'm
something.
I
And
still
then
want to
Jade Cargill comes back.
yeah, I still want to see
Maybe
Jay back in AEW.
I still
So
like probably a little ways away, but if it
yeah,
happens,
yeah. But
uh,
I wouldn't mind her losing it to Camille a day before the record. You know?
yeah, that'd be crazy. Should
Yeah,
be like that would be the perfect time for her to like throw a fit,
yeah.
like on TV, like
And I
just
feel like
lose it.
it puts
Yeah.
Camille super over too.
Oh yeah, sure does. All right, let's move on to
Oh, I do want to say one thing about
sure.
that match. Um, I don't know if it was just me, but like when Willow came out at the end, maybe it was supposed to seem awkward. Did you notice that?
Right, yeah, they tried to make it seem awkward, but it just actually came off awkward.
Yeah, not a good awkward though.
No.
Like it just seems like I don't know. I thought maybe I was confused, but I did enjoy the match, and I like what they've been doing with these women tags because hopefully we get those women tag straps soon.
Yeah. I want to get your opinion on the Moxley and Garcia match. Like, were you entertained with that match?
Um, I want to say I liked it. I seen some people enjoyed it maybe a lot more than me, but I did like the match. One thing that what's up, Rev? Rev Kev said, "What's up, fellas? What's up, bro?"
What, bro?
Yeah, but I want to say the one something that kind of intrigued me a little bit is something I realized after it, right? So I watched the match. I seen Moxley try to bite Daniel Garcia's ear or whatever was going on there at the end of the match. You feel me? Eh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm thinking about. I sent you a message earlier.
Yeah. So
We'll
yeah.
keep that as how
Yeah.
it
We'll
is.
just keep that out of this. But I
Uh,
did enjoy the match. I liked what happened. But
yeah,
I remember we kind of talked about it seemed thrown together, like kind of like just like a match. But
yeah, we talked about that.
I
Yeah,
want to shout out Stampede, who actually I got an episode coming out tomorrow of Good Morning IWC with Stampede.
awesome.
So
That
yeah,
that'd
that
be a good episode. Yeah,
shout out to Stan, and he knows about everything. So I have some good questions for him. Shout out to
cool.
Stampede, but he pointed something out to me after the match, and I didn't see it, and this is why he's Stampede, right? Do you remember when there was the situation, and obviously OC is going to be back soon. You
Yeah,
remember that Dynamite? I believe it was a Dynamite that ended with Daniel Garcia, Darby Allen. It was before Darby went to Mount Everest and all that. Orange Cassidy, all of them leaning on the railing
and
when
Hook.
when the
Yeah,
match ended, right?
right.
Now, Stampede pointed it out. Everything's in place right now. So Dobby's there. Orange Cassidy should be injected back into this situation. Now the
Yep.
Mox is in DG's ear. No point, no pun intended. And it's lining up. So this is something long term. So maybe the match wasn't necessarily thrown together. And after finding that out, I feel like I need to go back and watch the match and see if there's anything, that I maybe missed that's,
Yeah,
seeds planted. But I want to say before that, the match was a little dull for me. It wasn't, the best of
yeah,
matches. And it isn't anything against them. They're both great wrestlers. I just kind of felt the way you felt, like it was a little
right.
bit thrown together.
Right.
I do
That's
want to
exactly how I felt.
I do want to watch it through a different lens though, now that I know what Stampede was saying. Because I feel like
Right.
maybe, knowing that kind of would change my opinion on the match.
Yeah, and this might probably bring in Orange Cassidy. It'll give him a little segue in.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that makes sense now, but yeah, last night when I was watching it, man, I was like they're both good wrestlers, but I don't know, there's something about that match, I was just kinda like it kinda felt like it dragged on,
It
for me,
wasn't and I
but
think what it is Daniel Garcia is he's been pushed as a big deal. You know, he got brought back as a big deal. But I do like the fact that they don't force him on us, like some other people get forced down your throat bad, and it just makes you kind of not want to be interested. I ain't gonna bring up no names, Yuta,
right.
but
Jim
yeah. So I
I
it's
was gonna
not
say
that,
Willow, but no, I'm kidding, I don't play, but no.
but yeah. So I get what they're doing with Daniel Garcia, and he does gotta compete in these type of matches with the heavy hitters for you to realize he's a big deal. So I
Right.
do like what they're doing with him, and he's a technician. So I feel like if you're like a Saber Junior fan, you love Daniel Garcia, you know. So
Mhm.
it's not bad to get him on TV for longer matches, but it just wasn't really it for me personally.
Right, alright. Same here, you stole the words right out of my mouth. Um, see, Rev Kev says the Death Riders are gonna recruit DG. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably are. He said, "I still see a heel turn in Danny's future. You can see the frustration in his eyes." Right, he's really been playing off like that, uh,
Yeah, he's a
past
great
couple
worker.
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and,
I
yeah,
go ahead.
sorry, he, messaged a couple more. He says, "Danny Garcia is to TK what Austin Theory was to Vince."
It makes sense. So well, us Vince loved Austin Theory. If Vince was
Okay.
there, Austin Theory would probably be a champion right now. So I
Yeah,
get what he's saying. He was the one guy like really pushing Theory. Once he left, and this ain't a shout out to Vince. I'm not a Vince guy, so
yeah,
we can nip that right now. But once Vince left, Theory just started falling through he just
yeah.
falling. So
No
he
longer
is
got pushed or anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
Danny's good. I would like to see Danny go compete in a couple of G1s or do like some of them tournaments or really get in front of people that that prefer that style of wrestling that he does and bring him back after doing a few tournaments because I feel like it would be great for his career and it would also help elevate him, I think.
yeah, for sure. Uh, so the segment from last night just popped up in my head. It was the video package of uh, uh, Mark Briscoe with his brand new like just born yesterday son like
Yeah.
just in his arms, and he before he cuts his promo against MJF, he goes, "Here, hold it and go." Like, you remember that part of the video?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, "Hold it and go."
Yeah.
Just talking
Hey,
about his kid.
don't want the baby here when I'm in the middle of this.
Yeah, right. That shit had me dying. But yeah, I really do want to see Mark and MJF go at it maybe one or two more times. So
For sure, for sure.
yeah, but that whole segment killed me. I mean, it's cool. Congratulations to your son and newborn, but him just holding it and then he calls it it. He doesn't say son or nothing. He said hold it and then go. And
Yeah.
whoever he passed it to, probably his wife or something. But that shit killed me.
I didn't see who said it, but I'll look back. I would love to give him a shout out. But somebody I seen earlier said they love the fact that he collects kids like Mercedes collects belts.
Yeah, I think I've seen that too. It's got to be one of our mutuals.
Yeah, I
I
seen
just
it
can't
earlier.
remember.
I should have wrote it down when I seen it, but I love the comment. Shout out to them. I love
It was what's your name? Glee Gorp. It was that. Does that sound familiar to you?
I,
Oh well, she's one of my mutuals, and she said that. She said something about nine belts money, and then uh, Mark Briscoe's nine babies or something like
yeah,
that. Uh,
yep,
yeah. So shout out to her. She's the one that I saw post about it. But,
for sure.
yeah,
Speaking of MJF, what did you think about his promo?
very good. Like we haven't seen that MJF promo in a while, like that good.
Yeah,
Like it's I feel like it's been a while, but uh, which he's always been great on the mic. Don't get me wrong, but ever since he came back, he's kind of had like a different tone. Kind of, I feel like. and he
Yeah,
hasn't really delivered a promo like that since he first got back. So, like
yeah. I
like,
I
it was
feel like
real believable, and it was like, "Oh, yeah," like,
I don't
let's just
I
go
don't
at it.
I feel like people forgot how good MJF is, and now somehow MJF has a chip on his shoulder, which is dangerous.
Yeah,
Like I
right.
expect him to have a hell of a year.
Oh, and he brought up the Tony Khan saying that you have to give a week's notice for the contract.
Yeah,
Him talking about that was really good stuff too.
yeah.
It's like
What do you think about that, by the way?
I think Tony Khan said it to kind of work a story with MJF. I think we do see a surprise cash in with MJF. I think he goes against Tony's word.
That'd
So
be interesting.
and
I
I think
mean,
that's why Tony even said it in the first place. But yeah,
it could be, could be.
yeah.
I mean, either way, I guess we'll find out soon. Rev Kev threw another comment out there said the Mark Briscoe family will be its own faction in 20 years. Oh hell yeah,
Heck
Ab-
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that one.
Briscoes.
Briscoe, MJF,
Briscoe
and then
family.
Briscoe did challenge Fletcher. What do you think about that for the TNT title?
Uh, I'm here for it. I mean, both of them are amazing. So you got a good heel and a really good baby face going on. So I,
Yeah,
I, I like more Briscoe's underdog style. Like
I wish it was later in Kyle's run so I could feel like
right.
Briscoe's gonna win this. I,
Yeah, but
I
now this soon, probably not.
Yeah, maybe it's
But
just me, but I want the FTW title on Mark Briscoe. So that's just
hell yeah, he'd be a great person
that
to have it.
like I feel like Hook retired the title, and I feel like we need to elevate Hook past that title. So sending him back, I had the wrong idea the other day. I feel like they should run a tournament and have maybe Hook and Taz just do commentary on the tournament and have a
Yeah,
new FTW and make it the Extreme Championship, which Mark Briscoe should win. I would like to see that.
exactly. And every match leading up to it should be some sort of like stipulation, like a
Yeah,
different stipulation
that
for each
that would
match.
be that would be fire.
Yeah,
Think about
right.
it think about like an 8 match tournament. One's a
Yeah,
ladder match. One's a fall
tables.
counts anywhere match. One's
Yeah,
that, and then the finals would be like everything.
hardcore. Like yeah,
Yeah,
or maybe I forget what they call their version of Last Man Standing, but they should do the last match like a hardcore 10 count type. Like you have to make the 10 count. So they AEW has a certain name for it, and I just can't think of the name right now. But
y'all find it. Y'all find it.
yeah,
But
it'll come to
I'm
me.
I'm here for
But
any of that.
yeah, they that's also something we've mentioned quite a few times is having the FTW champion be a real championship in AEW. I mean, and just make it the hardcore division. So
Yeah. I don't
that's
know
what I
if
want to
there's
see.
yeah, I don't know if there's something that I don't see why you couldn't. You had it on TV.
Yeah,
So I mean, maybe alterations or something, or maybe you just couldn't. But I feel like it should be the AEW Hardcore FTW Championship.
something like that. Yeah,
Like
like they
you,
need to do it. I think
yeah,
because those FTW matches, they're hardcore matches, and I always liked seeing those, and
yeah,
especially when Hook had it, and he went off. He faced a couple of people, Chris Jericho a couple times, but those matches, I was always looking forward to those.
yeah.
'Cause, we're about to see some weapons and stipulation stuff, and you know,
I feel
go
like they
all
could.
out.
I feel like they could make it more special too, because they can. Right now, they kind of once in a while get in that freelance where it seems like every match is a hardcore match.
Yeah,
So I feel like if they did it that way, then those would be those super extreme matches. It tells certain matches that don't need that type of stuff. You just don't need that type of stuff right now because we got it going on in these matches. So I
yeah,
feel like it would give it a better balance. It's
right,
just something to try out. You feel me?
yeah. No, for sure. I really do want to see it happen. So.
Yeah.
But I guess so they ended up this wasn't part of the actual show, but there was an after thing with Taz. They celebrated him.
Yeah.
Tony Khan came out, all these wrestlers came out to celebrate. Taz and ECW, and I thought that was
Go
real cool.
going into the 2300 Hall of Fame, right?
Yes, yeah,
That's fire.
2300 Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I thought they should have made that part of the show, like, for live TV, you know?
You know what I'm thinking? Probably because the ECW and things they wanted to say probably wasn't probably didn't wanna
Okay,
put that on the
right,
screen, you know? Off screen, I feel like they could say more that they wanted to say, about the situation. If
yeah,
they threw some, and don't get me wrong, they've said ECW stuff on screen, but to cut a Hall of Fame segment, bringing up ECW,
yeah,
they probably would have got more than rioters out front for that one.
yeah. They woulda the other promotion probably woulda sued sued 'em or something.
That's all I'm saying. I feel
Yeah,
like it would have been a
that's what they do.
big problem.
Yeah, no, for sure, but I didn't wanted to mention that because, yeah, it just I feel like it should have been part of the show, but now what you said, it kinda makes sense maybe why they didn't, so
Yeah, because I know that
but
I seen a little bit of what they were saying,
mhm,
and it basically was a glorified, kinda ECW Hall of Fame type of situation, which it's obviously not the ECW, it's more the arena, but we know what the arena
yeah,
is tied to,
yeah.
you know?
So let's talk about that entrance too then, that they had set
Right.
up. The entrance of the show Dynamite,
Yep.
like the
The
stage.
walkout. Yep.
Yeah, the steel cage stuff, that was pretty tight, bro.
I don't know,
Yeah,
it just reminded me of, like, and I know it was a little bit different, but it just reminded me of, like, a WCW setup from back in the days. I did enjoy
for
it. I
sure.
liked it. Like, the
Yeah,
way the ring was with everything around it
yeah.
just
You had the corners of the ring, basically, the big metal
yeah.
things, yeah.
It
WCW for sure. Yeah,
yeah, I liked it, so I mean, I had no issues with them going to a small arena. After being to some of these small arenas, I love them.
yeah.
It's, like, more personal, you're, like, right there, the experience is, like I
You've been
get it.
to Yeah, you've been to some cool ones, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
went to the esports stadium, Arlington, where they held all those collisions at,
yeah,
last year. That
yeah.
was a really cool venue. It's
It's
like
like
real yeah. I like the
when
smaller ones
yeah,
sometimes.
cause you just feel like you're, like, really there, like,
Yeah,
sometimes you go to this, shows and you almost think like, "Damn, I wish I just watched it on TV," cause
yeah.
it's you know? But when you're right there and you get to,
It's a
like,
lot different.
experience everything and you
Yeah,
actually get eye to eye and, shout out, like, you get acknowledgement from wrestlers that's coming out or they see you, stuff like that, it's just the experience is, like, a million times different.
oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's a lot
Yeah.
cooler in those venues.
I was, 4th row during both those collisions that I went to, and
Hell yeah.
it makes a big difference
Yeah,
versus sitting somewhere else, but,
definitely.
yeah. Yeah, it's so cool to see the ring that close, man. It's a really different experience.
Yeah,
So, but
I
yeah,
like those are I'd prefer honestly when I end up watching it on the Triton or the screen from my seat, it tells me I might as well have stayed home, you know?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah, it's when you're in those little venues, I'd prefer it. If they don't need the money and they could make it a better experience for me and for
yeah.
you and whoever's there, I'm not complaining.
Mm-mm. No, I mean, I know I went to All In, and I sat lower bowl where our
Yeah,
seats were gonna be, and so, I mean, I had good seats there too,
yeah.
but it wasn't the same as sitting, like, real, like, front floor seat,
Yeah.
basically, you know?
But in that experience, if you would have been close to the ring at All In, oh my god, bro. I ain't that experience that oof,
It
listen.
had been cool, and we got a couple of mutuals who did have floor seats and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep,
Yeah.
we did.
But also at the other time, I mean, I didn't have to look at the screen. I could see what was going on in the ring because I wasn't that far away or
Yep.
nothing. But if I hadn't looked up a couple of times, I wouldn't have seen Darby Allen before he
Yeah.
ascended from the rafters. I already saw him.
That
Me
had
and Buckle were actually saw him like walk, or we saw somebody with a harness, but we were just assuming that it was Darby Allen.
yeah,
But the fact that there were people up there, you knew Darby was coming. So,
yeah. Had
Yeah,
to been scary seeing him come down live.
yeah. For a minute, he was actually just dangling above the
Yeah, yo,
Titantron screen.
Dami's a maniac. I
He
don't
been
know.
kicking his legs and shit for like
God
a solid minute or 2 before he went all the way down. Like,
God bless
crazy, man.
his soul, man. He is a maniac.
Yeah, he is. Should we, jump to the main event then
No,
already? Talk about
I do wanna.
Darby Allin?
There's a nope, not yet. There is two things I want to definitely touch on, maybe three. I
Okay.
do want to talk about the Callus versus Jet Speed and Brodito.
Mhm.
Alexander
The
gets a
match.
Alexander gets a huge win. We touched on in
Yeah,
the beginning. I know you said you enjoyed that. It's good to see that. I think
yeah,
Alexander's got to be one of the next guys in line to leave that family and get like a huge babyface push. I seen
yeah,
people saying we're never gonna see the TNA Alexander over. I don't believe that. I think that he's gonna turn up. He signed a multi-year deal, so I
yeah.
think he
He's
knows.
got plenty of time, yeah,
Yeah, you don't just come in and get pushed right away, especially when the roster
yeah,
is this deep.
exactly.
What did you think about the match?
The match was awesome. I was wanting it to go to a no contest just because I didn't wanna see the new tag team champions,
Yeah,
like, lose.
yeah,
It happened. But we got a Josh Alexander pin out of it, so,
yeah.
yeah.
They're
So
so
this it worked out.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It worked, and I think it's time for, especially now. I mean, Wardlow, Okada, Takeshita, Alexander. It's time for them to just stop winning. So they have like one of
Yeah,
those families where, or one of those stables where they should be dominating the baby faces. It
yeah.
should be hard for them to lose. I know it
Yeah, that
kind of.
was
Go
right,
ahead.
that was the other side of it,
Yeah,
as we didn't want Don Callis losing or
yeah,
Don Callis' family losing because they've been taking a lot of L's, but they got all these like you said, these big players, man, they gotta start winning, so
yeah. I think they need to bring back those that we've been calling for this. Please, Tony. Bring back those house meetings like that. You only did it once. I don't
yeah.
understand it. Where they all was at like the round table, the little mafia
Yeah,
setting.
man.
Think of
We
it
need
now.
that.
Think
Yeah.
of it right
Yeah.
now. Wardlow, Okada, Takeshita,
All 12
and
of them sitting around, yeah,
you could
that'd be
have
sick.
them like arguing or debating like Takeshita and Okada because we know there's little things building up. But
Yeah.
bro, this should be a once. At least give me, even do it on YouTube. Just drop one
Yeah,
on YouTube a week, once a week.
they gotta do something. I mean, that was one of the coolest, video segments from the Don Callis family was them sitting around the table and stuff, so
Hands down
yeah,
my favorite
yeah,
one. Hands down my
right,
favorite one. Out of
yeah,
any promo that he's cut was that.
right.
Rev Kev said that he wants Okada versus Takeshita at All Out to settle their differences. And he also said that Takeshita goes on a babyface run after that. I think we're both in agreement with that.
Pretty
I would
much on the nose, yeah.
yeah.
Pretty much what we were saying, but yeah, I agree. But,
100
um,
100%.
yeah. What's the next 2 stuff?
All right. The only other things I want to touch on is something that we hit on the money. Uh, um, the Hurt Syndicate is not out in
Yeah.
AEW.
Oh,
They
yeah.
obviously showed up, and we hit this uh, um, before it even happened. But
Yeah.
MVP cost Ricochet the match. I think this inevitably, personally, leads to a trios feud, and
Oh,
MVP
yeah.
straps up his boots. Right, three
Yeah.
on three. What
Let's
do you think?
No, I agree with that. I just wanna say one thing real quick.
Yeah.
You guys really need to stop listening to these dirt sheets and taking these rumors and flying with them. I mean, the rumor was that the Hurt Syndicate are upset that they're gonna lose the titles and they're not gonna come back, and I mean, even MVP already addressed that rumor, like, weeks ago with the Speedball Mike Bailey video, but people still running with it like, "Oh, they're not gonna be on Dynamite.
Yeah,
They're done." And I was like, "No, man." Like, but we already called it beforehand. It's like,
yeah,
"No, they're gonna be on the next episode of Dynamite
yep,
after Forbidden Door." And here, behold, they're here.
yep. And Ricochet's been cutting promos on them since he cost them the titles on X, and
Yeah,
he's dropped like 2, 3 of them. So I I didn't expect them to go anywhere. I'm also happy that they're shutting down those rumors. I know people will still say just MVP was there, Lashley and Benjamin are gone. We'll address that next week when they're there. So I'm not concerned with any of that. Now, the only other thing I want to talk about before we get to the finals, excuse me, the main event, is the Tony and Mina video package. I believe was on the roof of the 2300, potentially, if
Oh yeah,
I'm not wrong. And then Athena and Billy also had, so it was like a merger video package of Athena and Billy and Tony and Mina. What was your
yeah.
thoughts on that? I noticed
Almost.
we was missing a lady, but she hasn't been around in a while. But what did you think about the video packages?
Oh man, Mina calling out Athena
Yeah.
for to wrestle on top of the building or something like that.
I don't think they're resting on top of the building. I think she's just calling her out. But the promo that she cut, I
Was
believe
pretty
Tony and
damn
her was
good.
on top of the building. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they are resting on top of the building. That actually would be
Yeah.
hilarious. But I don't think it's on top of the building. I think she's just calling out because she did break her hand the last time they wrestled. No, no kayfabe, legit broke her hand, and now
Yeah.
she's coming back for her revenge.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I could have sworn she was like, "Meet me up here on the roof next week" or
She
something,
might
or
have. I gotta double
something
check.
like that. Yeah, I got to go back and watch myself. I could have sworn that's what she said, but I could be wrong. I guess
Hey, you could be wrong, but you could be right. That
I
should be
could
what
be
they do.
right. Yeah, I
Me,
swear that's what she said. So yeah,
I want to see it now.
yeah,
So
me too. Come meet me on this roof.
come meet me on the
Dang.
roof. Rev
Yeah, they
Kev, go ahead.
yeah, they could definitely have like a instead of a backstage brawl, it's like a on the rooftop brawl, you know? So
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. But
I'm here for it. And Rev Kev said GOA has been on the rise lately between teaming up with Ricochet and feuding with the Syndicate. It will help them a lot, which will help them so much. I agree. They're leveling up.
who do you think's gonna be who do you think's gonna get the trios titles off of the ops? Hurt Syndicate or GOA and Ricochet?
I think it's got to be Ricochet and GOA. If I
Yeah.
had to take a guess.
Then Hurt Syndicate maybe after that sometime.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe potentially, but I kind of feel like it might be time to keep them as singles wrestlers. But I do believe
Right.
they'll have this trios feud. But I don't want to see them go from tag team to a trios. I want to see Lashley by himself. And honestly, when Benjamin first showed up, he was putting on bangers, bro. So I want to see them back as singles wrestlers personally, but that's just me.
Right. And Rev Kev says Gates of Agony and Ricochet. Responding to my question. So
Yeah,
heck yeah. He said Ricochet needs gold. And yes, he does. Ricochet
I
does
agree.
need gold.
I agree.
So
I totally
heck yeah.
agree.
So maybe they'll be the ones take it from the ops. So
Yep, hopefully.
yeah.
Well, I'm just happy that Joe's okay because obviously he's not hurt. He keeps he keeps winning, So I'm cool with that. All right.
Yeah.
And Rev Kev says Bobby is due for a singles run. Yeah, he's getting.
Exactly.
I know he looks like he's still 30, but he's
Yeah.
getting up there at age. He's not gonna have a lot of time at these runs still in like the shape he's in right now. So
Yeah.
you gotta give him something.
Yeah, I think eventually he will get the world championship for a little bit.
Yeah, so I
Bobby
think he
will.
has.
Yeah. I mean, he'd have all the world championships in like every promotion, I think,
You know
if he
what?
did that.
You know what I also wouldn't mind right now? I wouldn't mind the syndicate having a feud with, and here's the thing, because I think that the Hurt Syndicate have to become faces at some point. They're so over. It's like they're not, I guess they're tweeners at this point, but if you make them faces and you send them to fight the Callis family, I would like to see Lashley versus Okada and maybe Lashley become the unified champion. Like
Oh yeah,
I mean, he'd be perfect for that title as well. So that's something
right.
I'd be interested in seeing.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. Not gonna lie. So
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It'd be, but at the same time, like MVP at the same time, like he's probably going to want to do. a trios run with the Hurt Syndicate before Bobby does his own thing.
Oh, I
So
agree. I
yeah,
agree. And I think that la just what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Hangman has a pretty lengthy run.
yeah,
And I don't think Lashley probably won't be on a singles tier until MJF has the title. So
right,
I
exactly. Because
yeah,
it's already there. Yeah,
yeah. So
and it
I
makes
do
sense.
believe that they will have a trios run. I just don't want to see them get jammed up in this division for like a year. I'm like not here for that.
Yeah. Oh no, not that long. Just a little bit though. Get MVP some matches.
Yeah,
That's all I want.
I
So
agree.
yeah. All right,
And
main event.
yeah, let's go.
All right.
We almost caught a there was almost a body caught in this match. There's a body thrown for sure.
Oh no, yeah. Freaking Darby Allin went flying multiple times.
Jesus
And,
Christ, man.
yeah,
Um,
freaking got picked up. Claudio picked him up and just fucking chunked him, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He's lucky he was wrestling Claudio, because I don't know how many other wrestlers would have landed you perfect on that table like that.
Yeah.
Like somebody else had thrown him, it could have been a disaster. Claudio,
Claudio has accuracy for sure.
Claudio is like wildly strong for no reason, bro.
Yeah, heck yeah. Uh, but the start of it with Darby jumping off the shipping container, that was real fun. This match made the my whole night. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and say this is my match of the night too.
yeah.
Uh, because
Like
it saved the whole show for me.
I'll just
Because
match you. This was the match of the night for sure.
yeah, good, good. Because like I said, I don't know if it was just me or maybe it wasn't, but I just feel like the this last night's Dynamite just kind of was slow for me, and it just didn't it wasn't hitting like I usually feel with the Dynamites as of late. But yeah, this one kind of, but the main event is what saved it for me. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think that a couple weeks from now, y'all look back and y'all really appreciate this Dynamite, because I think that they snuck a
well,
lot of stuff in there that we just kind of wasn't ready for, and I think a lot of seeds was planted in there that a couple weeks
yeah,
from now, probably before they leave the 2300,
mm,
we'll notice a lot more. But yeah, when I looked at the card and when I went into it, I was already a little tired. I told you I
yeah,
only made it halfway, and then I don't even know what
uh,
part I fell asleep. But I think that it was more of a reset episode. So like,
yeah,
for All Out, because if you notice, they're announcing All Out matches early, which is a
yeah,
good sign, because usually they wait till last minute, which is a
right,
complaint people have, right? They
yeah,
just ended Forbidden Door, and bang, the first Dynamite, they're already booking matches for All Out. We got
yeah,
Edge and Cope, FTI versus FTI, Darby and Mox, and think these stories already been going on for 3-4 months. If this isn't long term booking, I don't know what is. You know,
yeah, right.
like
Well,
look
definitely
at
is.
yeah. So that's why I think DG and Mox fall into that. We just didn't realize it yet because Orange Cassidy isn't there. We don't know exactly what's going on. But once again, I think that falls into long term booking, and I think we get the payoff with that going forward. But the Death Riders have grown on me, man. Outside of Yuta, and not him, but just with the group, you know,
Yeah,
I would prefer to see Yuta. Yuta's better as a face. I
yeah,
would like to see DG take him out and Yuta be the protege of Danielson again, because I like that better for him. He also kind of has the hair and beard of Brian Danielson when he first started the Yes movement. So I feel like he just fits better with Danielson. And I think DG should take his spot in the Death Riders, because I think that will work for him more. But that's just what I'm seeing. Uh oh.
So what is your rating for tonight's Dynamite?
All right.
It's a negative fucking two. No, I'm
All right.
kidding.
All right.
No.
I thought you was gonna press one of those buttons. That's why I stalled.
Oh man, yeah, I should have.
But
But
I'm gonna say 7.5.
I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, Rev Kev
JD gives it a -2.
Rev Kev said he can't take Yuta serious as a heel. That's my problem with it. Like Yuta was growing on me until he went into the Death Riders, and then I just lost touch with him. Like it's not my cup of tea no more. But at 7.5, you said 6.
Yeah.
Well,
This is my JD moment.
it's
Okay.
That JD moment would have been so much worse than a 6.
Yeah. I
Eh,
wonder what he actually said about it. I don't
I,
watch this
I
shit, so
don't even wonder. I don't even wonder. I don't want to know. I do not want to know. But other than that, you let me know about anything else. Anything else you
Isn't
want
my
to throw?
Mustang? Isn't my Mustang cool? No,
Hey, more for
mom.
this than your car.
I'm recording. Okay. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding.
Yo, anything else you want to throw out there?
No, I'm really excited for Collision, but
Yeah.
uh, yeah, no, nothing right now. What about you, bro?
Nah, I'm good. I mean, we're about set. I think I'm probably gonna probably watch a little Ring of Honor. I know
Yeah,
that
I want to watch that too, especially
Death Before Dishonor
for
is
the
on
pay-
tomorrow, right?
yeah, yeah. So I definitely want to watch tonight's
I
ROH.
I
So
got some good news for you. I think I'm gonna make a
yeah,
prediction. My one prediction, because we won't flood it with Ring of Honor stuff.
the Outrunners.
Yes, you've seen
Yes,
it. You've
hell yeah,
seen
of
it. They're
course,
taking
man,
the tag
of
titles
course.
tomorrow, bro. Because
Hell
Dustin's
yeah,
hurt. Dustin's hurt, so he ain't coming back.
yeah,
Sammy's having a replacement partner. I love you, Sammy. You're one of my guys.
yeah.
But
It's time for the
it's
Outrunners. Come
it's
on,
time.
man.
Yeah, they need
Yeah,
something. You know?
yeah. But I guess it also depends on who's the partner of Sammy, though.
Nah, man.
Do you think
Forget
it's
his
gonna be
partner.
anybody?
I don't even care who it is. I hope no one shows up for him. Let
Right.
the Outrunners take the
Right.
titles.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah. Outrunners getting those ROH tag titles tomorrow. That's what
for
Rev
sure.
Code said.
For
So
sure. I
yeah.
think so
Oh
too.
yeah, they definitely are. It's time. And
It's coming.
so yeah, yeah, I'm ready for Death Before Dishonor. Now, is there a collision this week?
I
I
don't.
hope there is.
I think there is. I think there is.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope there is.
Rev Kev said he was typing that as we brought it up, the Outrunners thing. Yeah, absolutely. Great minds think alike, bro.
Oh yeah. All right, that's it for the Dynamite discussion show.
Yeah,
So
we'll be back soon once we get
yep.
bigger, more matches announced for All Out. We'll drop a prediction for you guys, and we also got some other content coming. Don't hesitate to send us anything you want us to talk about, or topics, or even episodes. We might base an episode over something you send if it's good enough. But also, don't forget Prince Nana Coffee QR code below. Every purchase sends back 10% to this podcast. Help us help
Okay.
you out with this content, and let them know where to find you too.
At Took Timbo on X, at Took Timbo on YouTube, but most importantly, the Elite Mob podcast on YouTube as well.
Yes, sir. Because this is a team thing. This is both of our channels, along with
Yeah,
Turnbuckle when you see him. But he got a lot going on. Y'all
yeah.
see him periodically.
He's like Briscoe, man. He's got a lot of kids.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Shout out to Turnbuckle and Briscoe and all the kids, man. So no problems there. We work around
yeah.
Buckle's schedule. Shout out to our brother. And don't forget to follow me at Mob Squad 508 on X. Same thing on YouTube, which is this channel. Same channel we're promoting. And I feel like there's something excuse me. Tune in every Thursday, typically at 7 p.m. Eastern time for Dynamite discussions, roughly in between 7 to 8, depending on time frames. Also, tap in. I took a week off, but tomorrow I have an episode coming and starting back next Friday. Good morning, IWC, every morning at 10 a.m. And other than that, I'm ready to shoot. Let's get some Ring of Honor going.
Before I say goodbye to anybody, Mob, stay on here, and so we
Yep,
can talk a little bit
yep,
after we end the recording. So, all
for sure, for
right,
sure.
cool. All right, good night,
Everybody,
everybody.
don't forget to subscribe, smash the comments, and the thumbs up.